What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we have a new intro, something I've been working on. With this year being so much different than last year was, it's given me some time to kind of sit back and really just think through the direction of the channel, what I want to do, where I want to go. So this time of year is typically when I have been spending a lot more time in the stand, doing a lot more night hunts, stuff like that. I think I've been on 2 night hunts this year. And that's just because there hasn't been a lot of hogs or anything really moving around, and I don't want to go sit in the stand if there's nothing moving. And also too, I do have the new trap set up, so that really eliminated the need to go do any night hunts. You know, for me, when I'm hunting, I don't only do it because I enjoy it, I'm also doing it to provide for my family. So when I do that, I want to do it in the most effective way as well. Getting 7 or 8 pigs at one time versus taking out one is a heck of a lot more effective, and that actually puts a lot more meat in the freezer for us too. I wanted to give a little bit of an update of how things are going. I've had a couple of just, I don't want to say random videos. I had the DIY automated hog trap series, Snowmageddon, a whole lot of piggy, and the cheap, easy way to sharpen knives. It just hasn't been what it typically has. This time last year, if you've been subscribed for a while, I did several different videos over different projects. Well, the one project that I took on this year that has consumed close to 75% of my time is the new boat. So I've given a little bit of updates, I've shown some things, and I've shown some clips of me working on it. Well, it's almost finished. But I wanted to give you just a quick highlight reel of kind of where the boat started and how far it's come. From a boat that was sitting under some pine trees with a bunch of sap and all kinds of stuff all over it, it's at this point now. As I mentioned, I've literally gone from the shell that you saw the picture of all the way to replacing the motor, replacing the transom, replacing the tilt trim system, putting in new foam all the way through it, sealing off every rivet, making sure that this thing is going to be bulletproof when I get it on the water. And there still could be some tweaks that I have to do once I get it on the water. But it has been by far one of the most tedious projects I've ever taken on, but I think in the end it's going to be one of the better ones. So once it's complete, we will have the opportunity to get out and start doing quite a bit of fishing. And I also mentioned kind of the direction I want to take the channel in. So lately, and pretty much always, it's been all about budget-friendly hunting and fishing, which I'm still about, and I still want to give ideas and show different ways to build things. I've done videos in the past where I've done rifle builds, or I've added a couple of parts to rifles to improve accuracy. I've given little tips on how to get cheaper ammo when I started reloading. So there's been a variety of different things that you can dive into and look at. I started to realize that the budget-friendly hunting and fishing is a very specific niche. It's very, very limited to the audience that I'm wanting to appeal to. So I want to start doing a variety of content, not only hunting and fishing, but more of just my lifestyle in general, how we do things, some of the challenges that my family and I face, and how being an outdoorsman helps solve some of those issues. So there's still going to be hunting and fishing, but to give you a prime example, my son is literally allergic to everything. Doesn't matter what you name, it's going to be it. He had some testing done recently, and we've had to change the way that we eat based off that, because everything else was literally making him miserable. So the things that we found out that he can eat are pork and fish, which is always great because it means trapping and fishing are going to be two really good ways to help alleviate that. I wanted to take it to the next level, showing more of some of these recipes, more cooking videos, showing you what we do around my house to help kind of keep things cheaper in general. As I mentioned, trapping is the most effective way to provide for my family. So that means I'm getting 6, 7, 8 pigs at one time, depending on how many I decide to allow in. But not only that, I've started getting into doing a little bit of gardening, stuff like that. And not some huge, crazy garden. I'm not any type of homesteader, but just some things to help supplement with your overall budget. I've got 3 kids, so I definitely understand food cost, and it gets crazy. There's some things that my wife and I do, and we've taken this outdoor lifestyle and incorporated it into how we solve for different issues, like I mentioned with my son's allergies. My wife actually has Hashimoto's, which is I believe I can't remember exactly what it is. It attacks your thyroid. It's an autoimmune disease. That's what it is. So she has that, and that has several different triggers, and gluten happens to be one for her. So where all this plays into it, it really does start connecting into this as to where fish is going to be better for her. You know, she can't have a lot of grain. She can't have all this other stuff. So it's really a interesting way of how we've taken the lifestyle that I mentioned that we love to live and started to incorporate how we can solve for some of those issues. So it's something that I believe fits into this niche, but we want to make it, or I would like to make it a little bit broader, going into doing some cooking, some recipes, and showing how this can help solve for some of those things that maybe some other folks are facing. So like I mentioned, this is a little bit different of a video than what I've done, but it's something I've had a chance to reflect over, and I really feel this is the direction I need to go with the channel, because when you're only doing hunting and fishing and you have a restrictive schedule due to work, you can't do content. So not only is this going to allow me to open up to a wider audience, but it's going to allow me to start filming more content. There's going to be more videos of things that I can do here around the house. I don't have to be on the water. I don't have to be in the stand. Don't have to be out on the four-wheeler riding to the trap. Now, as much as I still love doing all that stuff, that content is coming. It's going to stay. It's not going anywhere. So anyways, wanted to give you all an update of where we are with the Bass Boat project, and also just the overall direction of the channel and where it's heading. This is going to inspire me as a creator to start filming just all types of content versus just the hunting and fishing. Ultimately, that's really what it comes down to. I want to use this platform just to show how we use this lifestyle to answer some of the challenges that others might be facing. So anyways, that's all I've got for you this week, and I will catch you guys on the next episode.